Here goes Harvey Barnes on the attack now for Leicester. This is a big chance for us early on. Cut back to Tielemans. Could be another goal for the Belgian, and he does not disappoint. He's been our best player so far this season. Looks for Vardy. Good touch. Jamie Vardy shoots. Jamie Vardy scores. That's what you want to see from Vardy. The Vardy party begins. So, welcome back to another episode of the Leicester City Career Mode series. This is episode number 3. Last episode we struggled in the Premier League as well as the Carabao Cup as we got knocked out by Liverpool. This episode I'm hoping to turn our fortunes around, but it's going to be difficult. We've got two absolutely gigantic games against Manchester United at Old Trafford and Spurs at home. Two games which are going to be extremely difficult, but we need to get some points off them. Possibly some transfer business as well in today's episode as we are on the transfer deadline day. We've got about 20 million left to spend. We'll see how things go. So a lot's gonna go down in today's episode, and if you guys are enjoying this series, let's keep the support coming in. 2,500 likes and I'll get you an episode tomorrow. If you are new around here, subscribe for more FIFA 20 career mode content. Press conference time, and if you guys want to get involved, make sure to drop in your questions down in the comments section below. First one of the day, and it's actually a pretty interesting question. How do you plan the rotations of the wingers with all the talent there? You are right, we've got so many wingers at the club at the moment. Harvey Barnes, Demaira Gray, Chukwueze, our new signing, Ayose Perez, who we plan on using on that right flank, and also we've got Kapuchka and even Albrighton in the reserves. It's going to be tough managing all these players, but I mostly plan on using Harvey Barnes, Demaira Gray for that left side, Ayose Perez and Chukwueze on that right side, which means we might be selling Albrighton and Kapuchka, probably loading out Kapuchka because I think he's got the potential to be decent, but yeah, that's the plan. So that is how I plan on managing my talents. I do plan on having Harvey Barnes as my first choice left winger because I do enjoy using him. He's been great so far. Demaira Gray probably as a super sub, and of course Chukwueze and Ayose Perez, I'll be rotating them for that right wing position. Next question, who do you think is the best player in your team right now? Another fantastic question. Based on form and so far what I've experienced, it's got to be Youri Tielemans. The guy has been incredible for us in these early few games. He's scoring goals for us from midfield and he's having such a big impact as well, which is great to see. I think it's because he's got a 5-star weak foot. He's able to pop in those shots with either foot. He's got 4-star skill moves as well, and that really helps him to be insane even though he doesn't have the best of pace or even physical stats. Technically the guy is amazing, and that's why probably so far he's been my favorite player in the series so far. I'm hoping he can keep this up. Next question, do you think Leicester will finish in the top 4 this season in real life? That's actually a pretty good question. Well, in this career mode, we're kind of struggling with Leicester. We are in 9th place, but in real life somehow Leicester are absolutely killing it. They're second in the Premier League at the moment, and I do believe they're going to get top 4 this season. I think the top 4 in the Premier League is going to be Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea and Leicester City. That's just my prediction, but I think that is going to happen. I think Leicester have got the right players, the right manager, and I think they're going to do it. I think Leicester City will make it in the top 4 and we'll be seeing them in the Champions League next season. That's the press conference wrapped up. Let's move on. We just spoke about Youri Tielemans because of how crazy he's been for us this season, scoring goals, assists and all that, and well, that is exactly why you guys voted for him as your player of the episode. The guy is just incredible on the ball. He's got a good shot as well, and I'm hoping he can keep this form up. But you guys voted for Tielemans as your player of the episode. Let's talk transfers a bit. So far in this window, we've signed Axel Tuanzebe and of course Samuel Chukwueze from Villarreal. We spent about a total of 22 million on these two players. I think we've done really good business. Now we've still got about 20 million left to spend, but my plan is to keep this money for the January transfer window and then make major improvements to our team, because then we'll get to know which players aren't living up to the mark, and then we can, ship them off, get more money, and then make a pretty big signing, I guess. That is my plan. So we're gonna have this team until the January transfer window. And you know what? I'm actually happy with the team we've got. If things can click properly for us in the Premier League, we could be looking at a top 6 finish definitely, because that's the quality of the likes of Maddison, Tielemans, Vardy and all. So it's about us getting our tactics right. So this is the team we've got until the January transfer window. Today's actually a big episode for our season goals because we face Manchester United and Spurs. If we can get ourselves a victory against them, That would be really helpful for the Giant Killer's objective, and also goals from Vardy would be amazing, and as well as James Maddison and Youri Tielemans. So it's a pretty big episode for us. Let's hope we can perform. On transfer deadline day, we've just received a big offer for Ricardo Pereira for about 30 million, but he's one of our best players in the team. And of course, we're not looking to sell him, so I'm rejecting this offer. So we've received a pretty big offer for Mark Albrighton, 7.4 million, and the fact that we just signed Chukwueze, you know what, I'm going to accept this. I think this is a brilliant offer. 7.5 million for Mark Albrighton, who's 29, already gone down by 1 rating. Let's accept this and hopefully this deal will go through. Look at Manchester United, man. Just as we're going to face them, they want to try and sign Maddison on deadline day. No way is that happening. We get a loan offer for Kapuchka, but I'm not sure if there's time for this deal to go through. We'll still accept it, but we've just got about 1 hour left. I don't think it's possible. We'll see what happens though. Wow, Kapuchka wants to get loaned out, but he refuses to join Nunes, and also Mark Albrighton's transfer breaks down. We've got ourselves a monthly scouting update, and it looks like finally we get ourselves a proper good player, and this guy looks insane. Peter Bailey, 72 to 94 potential, 57 to 77 rated. The guy is already valued at 650,000. Of course we're gonna sign him up. Finally, Teemu Tamanen is coming in with some proper good youth talents. That's brilliant. Oh, come on. I genuinely can't believe this. Our best player has picked up an injury and he'll be out for the next 4 weeks. This is our second injury already. Youri Tielemans is out with a sprained ankle and he'll be out for the next 4 weeks. This is honestly brutal. But with this injury comes an opportunity for Dennis Praet and of course Hamza Chaudhry. But this is still brutal, man, because Youri Tielemans was in the form of his life. So frustrating. By the way, have a look at Peter Bailey, man. The guy looks like an absolute baller. 63 rated already, 72 to 94 potential. Looks like we found our first wonder kid of the series. Can't wait to promote him in a few seasons. Have a look at this. Tielemans was actually nominated for the Player of the Month award for the month of August, but ultimately, it's Juan Mata who ends up winning the award. We're outside the transfer window, but we're getting business done as Kapuchka will be loaned out to Ajax at the start of the next window. Interesting. So all the transfer business is wrapped up, at least for now. Our focus remains on the Premier League, and this is the team we've got until the end of the season. It's now time to focus on this massive game that we've got against Manchester United at Old Trafford. We are 10th in the Premier League. I'm definitely looking to move up the league table, and also Man United are 4th. They've already lost a game. Let's make it 2 losses. We're gonna miss Youri Tielemans so much in this game simply because of the quality he offered our team. But Dennis Praet comes in for him. Hopefully he can have a good game. Chukwueze gets the start against Manchester United. He's been in great form and let's hope he can keep this up. Jamie Vardy starts up front as well. We've got Soyuncu and Johnny Evans as well. This is our team. Manchester United versus Leicester City. We won our last Premier League game against Bournemouth. Let's make it 2 consecutive wins in the league. And that's the Manchester United team we're facing. And well, this is interesting. Daniel James playing as a striker. Rashford on the left doesn't really make too much sense. Andres Pereira as well involved. Nemanja Matic. Harry Maguire playing against his former club should be interesting, but Daniel James as a striker is a very weird decision from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Anyways, let's hop right into this one. Here we are at the Old Trafford for the first time in this series. When we visited the Stamford Bridge against Chelsea, we struggled. Hopefully, we'll have a different outcome here at Old Trafford against Man United. They've been the dominant team so far in these first 15 minutes. Here's Matic on the charge. We defend that well. Just about. Johnny Evans making it chaotic there, but we do get it away. Evans as well is playing against his former side. Well, this is not good. Daniel James could be breaking through. That's a big challenge there from Soyuncu. What a tackle there to, of course, stop Mata in his tracks. Harvey Barnes looks for James Maddison, who's pushing forward now. Here goes Maddison, gets taken down brutally by Wan-Bissaka. That has got to be a yellow card. A red card would be too harsh. Yes, it is a yellow card. 30-yard free kick with Maddison. I'm going to go for goal, man. Let's try and see if this works. Go on, Maddison. Curl this one in. Oh, too much power, man. I am so bad at free kicks. Harvey Barnes looks for Jamie Vardy. Back inside to Harvey Barnes. Back now to Jamie Vardy. Big chance for Vardy, and the Vardy party begins at the Old Trafford as Leicester City take the lead against Man United. Jamie Vardy with his 4th Premier League goal of the season, and he does it in style. To beat David De Gea in the near post is just sensational. Look at that for a finish as well. The backheel pass from Harvey Barnes was brilliant. And then, oh my goodness, Vardy just banged that home. Leicester City 1, Manchester United 0. What a big goal this is in this series, because you guys know we've struggled in the Premier League so far. 2 losses already. But this one seems big. Let's try and get ourselves a victory against United. Last episode, we took the lead against Liverpool and we defended really well, but we conceded 2 late goals. We can't let that happen in this game. I want to finally beat a big team with this Leicester side, and this could be the game. Manchester United keeping all the possession, but I don't mind that. They can have all the possession they want. We've just got to counter them when the moment is right. But this could be dangerous as it's Marcus Rashford. Oh my goodness, man. Johnny Evans, fair play. That was world-class defending from him. He actually blocked the pass as well as the shot. I have no idea how he pulled that off. That's brilliant from Johnny Evans against his former team. Half-time against Manchester United, and so far I'm feeling confident. We took the lead thanks to Jamie Vardy, and so far we've defended well. We've got to keep this up in the second half. This could be the game where we finally beat a big team. Man United committing a lot of men forward. Mason Greenwood has been brought on by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as now he's on the ball. Mason Greenwood now looking to create something, maybe a shooting opportunity here for Manchester United. It's Mata who goes for goal. Kasper Schmeichel had that one covered. Oh no, Wan-Bissaka again using his space. I don't mind him crossing. Well, that's a perfect cross. Matic. Now it's Mason Greenwood who unleashes an effort on the volley. That's a big save there from Kasper Schmeichel to deny him. I thought that was going in for a moment because Mason Greenwood connected with that really well. Schmeichel coming up clutch for us. United continue with their onslaught. This is getting so tense, but Maguire's header goes above the crossbar. Imagine he scored against us, man. That would have been painful. Thankfully, he couldn't keep that one under the bar. I'm bringing on Demaira Gray for Harvey Barnes to give us a pace injection. Hopefully that works. And also, I'm going to bring on Hamza Chaudhry for Dennis Praet, and we're going to be playing him in this centre-mid position. Here goes Ndidi. Can we hit Manchester United on the break here? Here goes Ben Chilwell. Manchester United attacking with pace. Look at the pace of Ben Chilwell. He's done brilliantly. An interesting cut back to Maddison, who's turned. Maddison shoots, and what an effort from James Maddison. Denied by David De Gea though. I thought he caught that finesse shot perfectly, but De Gea was equal to it. United again on the attack, man. This is proving to be really tough as Man United have a good chance here. Evans, no, he's just headed it straight down to Mason Greenwood. This is so difficult, man. I defended so well for 80 minutes, and to concede that way, this is so frustrating. Johnny Evans has had a perfect game for 80 minutes, but then he makes a mistake like that. Incredibly frustrating. Have a look at the replay here. This was a situation which shouldn't have been any danger to us. I mean, look at this. Ball comes in. Evans with a simple clearance, but he messed it up. Fell straight to Mason Greenwood, and there you go. He's put it in. And that's full time at Old Trafford. We get ourselves a point against them, and you know what? I'll take it. United at Old Trafford, never an easy game, especially on FIFA, but we do get ourselves a point. We could have gotten 3 points from this man, if not for that one mistake. But there you go, that's football. This is going to be a tough series for us. A hard-fought contest. What was your take? I'm just going to say we should have won because I feel like we defended much better. We didn't really create more chances than them, but I just feel like for the defending display we put on, we deserved more. Is your inability to stop Mason Greenwood the reason behind your failure? I mean, not really, but I've got to say, Man United looked a lot better when, of course, Mason Greenwood came on. He's a really good player. Wait a minute, I'm pretty sure Tielemans was out for 4 weeks, and so far only a couple of weeks has happened, and he's already back in training. Well, this is perfect. So with that draw, we are 11th in the Premier League. We've actually moved down. We need to get ourselves a win, but up next we've got Spurs, and well, that's always going to be a tough one. Spurs so far have been a bit dodgy with 3 draws and 2 wins, so maybe this is the moment where we can get ourselves a win against them. We're playing at the King Power Stadium, so we do have the home advantage. Also, have a quick look at the top scorers in the Premier League so far. Firmino with 5, Andres Pereira with 5, Pulisic with 5 as well. Jamie Vardy is competing with all of them. He's got 4 goals in 5 games so far. Press conference before the big game against Spurs. First question, do you have the squad depth to keep up the pace? I'm going to say the whole squad will need to play a role because we don't really have that much squad depth, you know, quality players in every position like the big teams, and that's why everybody needs to play a part. Are you happy with the strength of your current squad? I'm gonna say we're good all over the pitch. I'm not content because I feel like we could be doing better. But of course, with what we had at the start, I think we've made good improvements and I'm happy to have this squad until the January transfer window. Leicester City versus Spurs at the King Power Stadium, and this is the team that I'm going for. In fact, I've made some huge tactical changes. We're switching up the formation to a 4-4-1-1. I remember seeing a comment asking me to try out this formation because this way we can really get more out of Maddison because he'll be playing a primary role in that midfield cam position. So we're going to try it out. I know it's a big risk against Spurs, but hey, you've got to take risks sometimes. So we're going to try it out. Demarai Gray on the left starts this game. We've got Ayoze Perez on the right. I'm not risking Yuri Tielemans just yet. I might bring him on as a second half sub, but we're not going to risk him. And also, I'm actually considering playing, of course, Tuanzebe. Maybe not this game, maybe the next one. So for now, this is our team against Spurs. It's going to be a tough game. Hopefully, we can get a win from this one. Well, looks like Spurs are going for a similar formation with Harry Kane up top, Christian Eriksen in that cam role. Look at the quality they've got. Lucas Moura, Heung-min Son. This is going to be a tough game, probably even more difficult than the Manchester United one because Spurs, let's be honest, have a way better team. Back to Ndidi, who's now pushing forward. Goes to Dennis Praet. And now it is Ayoze Perez. Go on. Ayoze Perez cuts inside. This is brilliant from him and he slides it home. Ayoze Perez putting us into the lead against Tottenham and does this celebration, which is brilliant. And well, Leicester City in the lead. I did not expect Ayoze Perez to score because he's been a bit awful for us so far this season. Hasn't really been given that many opportunities as well. But this time, he completely destroyed Danny Rose and then just passed it home. Like, look at how cool that finish was. Past the goalkeeper, no problem at all, as Leicester City make it 1-0. What a moment for Ayoze Perez. And well, this is where problems begin for us. Christian Eriksen on the attack. Oh, he almost threaded that one through to, of course, Harry Kane, but we got away with it. Now it's Lo Celso. Out wide to Heung-min Son. Well defended by Ricardo Pereira. Again, man, we've got to defend extremely well in this game because Spurs have a ridiculously good attack. Releases Ndidi. Now Maddison, slides this one through to Jamie Vardy. He gets it onto his right foot. Vardy places this one home and we make it 2-0 against Spurs. Leicester City with their second goal of this game. Jamie Vardy continues his party as, of course, we've scored for the second time in this one. What a finish as well. James Maddison playing in a more aggressive role, in a more attacking role. And he's performing. Slides this one through to Vardy, who drags it back and then places it home. 5th Premier League goal there for Jamie Vardy. We make it 2-0 against Spurs. We cannot afford to bottle this. We need to try and now get 3 points. We've put in a great performance so far. Jamie Vardy looks for Ayoze Perez, who's trying to have more impact in this game. Here goes Ayoze Perez. A few step overs, tries to shoot, but that's well defended by Spurs. Half-time against Spurs, and so far so good. We're leading 2-0. Jamie Vardy has scored for us. We've had Ayoze Perez get his first goal of the season. Things are going incredibly well. We've got to keep this going. Defensively, we've got to be solid in that second half. James Maddison chips this one for Jamie Vardy. Is he actually going to get there first? He is. Jamie Vardy, no, he couldn't get the shot off and Lloris got there first. Oh no, Heung-min Son has been sent through and I'm pretty sure he's onside. Can Kasper Schmeichel keep him out? He can. That is unbelievable goalkeeping there from the Dane as it's still 2-0 Leicester. I think it's the right moment to bring on Tielemans and give him a bit of a cameo to, just get that injury out of the way. And I'm hoping he can help us secure the win. Over the top to Ayoze Perez, who controls it well. Here goes Ayoze Perez with a step over to beat one. Cut back inside to Jamie Vardy, who, come on, I was just going to say can't stop scoring, but he missed it. I know it was with his weaker left foot, but that should have been a goal. We've done it, guys. What a performance. Our best game so far in this series against Spurs. 2-0, comfortable win. We didn't concede. We were solid defensively. This is what we want to see from this Leicester side. And I'm so happy we finally beat a big team because this shows we're clearly moving in the right direction. And also, this 4-4-1-1 formation, I think, is the way forward. I managed to get my wingers as well as my midfielders involved through this formation. How satisfied are you with Evans? I've got to say, the guy deserves all the praise. We were going to sell him in the transfer window and I'm so glad we didn't. Well, this is certainly good news. Iheanacho is back from his injury. This gives us more squad depth. We are moving up the league table. We're now 8th in the Premier League, which is great to see considering we were, 13th at one point. This is brilliant. I'm actually surprised we managed to get 4 points out of our last 2 games, because that's actually commendable, because we played United and Spurs, 2 difficult teams, but hey, we got the job done. Our next game in the Premier League though is against Newcastle United, who've only won once so far, so this is a game I'm definitely looking to get all 3 points from. Dennis Pride wants to play in this upcoming game. I'm not too sure though. I think Tielemans is back from his injury, so I might start him. So I'm just gonna say there's bigger games ahead. I might bring him on as a sub. We'll see. Here we go. Time to face Newcastle United at the King Power Stadium. Let's try and make it 2 consecutive wins in the Premier League. And this is the team that I've gone for. Vardy starts up front. We're sticking with the 4-4-1-1 formation. Chukwueze down the right. Tielemans is back in the lineup after his injury. Harvey Barnes, Chilwell, Tuanzebe gets the start as well. Johnny Evans, with the form he's been in, starts this game. We've got Schmeichel in goal. Amati also getting an opportunity. This is our team. Let's go out there and beat Newcastle. Here go Leicester on the attack. Now it is Chukwueze. Can't back inside to Vardy. He gets there. And well, we've made it 1-0 against Newcastle. Jamie Vardy just continues to score goal after goal after goal for us. Is that his 6th Premier League goal already? Just insane. Chukwueze picking up the assist for that. He did that brilliantly as well. I think he nutmegged a player in the process. Look at that for a cutback from Chukwueze. Inch perfect. And Vardy does what he does best, which is score goals. Inside to Tielemans. Go on. I see Chukwueze making a great run. Is he onside? I think he is. Chukwueze trying to play this one back again, but this time Newcastle were alert. Newcastle might have a chance here. Loftus-Cheek shoots. It's off the post, and what? It's in? On the rebound? Is this pinball or something? Because this is certainly not football. Are you kidding me, man? Like, he hit the post. That should have just gone outside or something, not straight back to him. Frustrating, but it's 1-1. Madison looks for Tielemans, slides this one through to Jamie Vardy. Could be his 2nd of the game. No, the goalkeeper denies him. Good ball comes in, and Joe Linton with a chance to take Newcastle into the lead, but thankfully for us, he missed his chance. Looks for Chukwueze. Chukwueze does brilliantly, releases Tielemans, and we could be onto something here. Here goes the Belgian on the attack. Still Tielemans. Is there a crossing option here? He does incredibly well to find Chukwueze, who could be in for his 1st goal for Leicester City. And he gets that. Curls this one past the goalkeeper. Chukwueze's wait for his 1st Premier League goal finally comes to an end as Tielemans assists him for the goal. And Chukwueze does the rest. What a stunning finish from him from inside the box. I mean, look at that. Tielemans' cutback was inch perfect. Chukwueze gets it on his left. And bang, bottom left corner. An important goal for us just before halftime as we take the lead against Newcastle. Then Chilwell releases Harvey Barnes, and here we push forward for the attack. Here goes Barnes. Go on. Still Harvey Barnes. The cutback is on for Vardy. What an opportunity for Jamie Vardy, but I completely ruin it with my shot option. I should have gone for a simple power shot and not a driven shot. Here's Chukwueze, releases Jamie Vardy, and this is where Vardy causes problems. Vardy lays this one off to Madison. What's he done there? He went for a shot with his left foot, but instead just passed it straight to Dubravka. That's a big chance wasted. Newcastle really pushing for the equalizers. Here it's Jetro Williams, goes for a dangerous cross. Chilwell heads it straight back, and well, we just gave away another chance here to Newcastle, and finally they do score. This is awful, man. Loftus-Cheek getting his 2nd of the game. Such a terrible goal to concede. We couldn't clear the ball away properly, and that cost us again, as Newcastle United have equalized in, of course, the 86th minute. Well, that is full time. Frustrating to drop points in this game because I thought we were the overall better team, but that's football. That's the Premier League. This is not going to be an easy series. It's going to be a challenge. We're going to have to fight in every single game. I feel like we've dropped 2 points in this one though. We just received a 7.4 million offer for Mark Albrighton from West Ham. Let's see if this deal goes through. We've just been scammed, guys. Our youth scout has scammed us. Peter Bailey's potential has dropped down to 88, so we're gonna release him. That's terrible, man. Tamanin, man, please bring us some good talents. So 2 draws and 1 win in today's episode, and with that we are 10th in the Premier League after 7 games with 11 points. But a lot of teams are very close to us, so if we can go on a good win streak, I think we'll be in a very good spot. But it's gonna be difficult because in the next episode we've got a trip to Anfield. That is going to be huge in this series. Probably the best team in the world at the moment. We're facing the likes of Mane, Salah, Firmino, and we've got experience of playing them. We lost to them narrowly 2-1. I'm hoping this time we can get some revenge and beat them. But that's going to be in the next episode. Should be a cracking game of football. It's actually been a pretty good episode for our season goals so far, with Jamie Vardy scoring a ton of goals. He's on 6 goals in the Premier League. We also managed to beat a top team, which is of course Spurs, so that's good for the Giant Killers objective. Unfortunately, Maddison or Tielemans couldn't get on the score sheet, but decent progress in today's episode. Before we wrap up today's episode, it is time for you guys to make your vote count for the Player of the Episode award voting. 2 nominees, and surprisingly, you're gonna see a very interesting nominee in Johnny Evans. You wouldn't expect him to be at the start of the season, but he was brilliant in this episode. Yes, we conceded quite a few goals, but the reason why we didn't concede more was Johnny Evans. He was instrumental in keeping that clean sheet against, of course, Spurs, and that is why he is one of your nominees. Your second nominee is going to be Chukwueze, who was unbelievable in that last game that we just played in this episode against Newcastle. A goal and an assist for him in that one, so definitely deserves the nomination. Those 2 are your nominees. Click the I button on the top right of your screen to vote for either of them. So guys, that is that for today's episode of the Leicester City Career Mode series. We're making good progress, man, in this series. We're already in October. Let's keep it going. If you guys enjoyed today's video, a like would be brilliant. Subscribe if you're watching my content for the very first time, and I'll catch you guys next time.